Crowd Pleasers Talk Sessions. I'm Milan. I used to hate on content creators, and now I think I'm becoming one. So here's how that came about.
Would poo-poo on the idea. It was hard enough when people ask me, like, what do you do for a living? And I'm like, I'm a singer. And people are like, what do you mean by that? I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's hard to relate to. So, I think crowd pleasers for me is like me being able to live my authentic life and create, even though I'm a singer and I'm writing songs, and show you guys that world, but also show you guys, entertain you guys in the ways that make me feel like I have that sense of razzle-dazzle behind my eyes again, like makes me feel like a kid again. And it may feel like a different Milan at times. It may be like, oh, I had no idea who this person was, or like I'm also sure that people from middle school or high school might be scrolling on some of my content being like, she's trash, I hate her, I hate everything that she does, and that's okay. Like, I'm totally prepared to not be for everyone, but I think a part of me was so scared to like show different facets of myself that like I think using this podcast as another way to kind of take off those masks. I'm hoping that I find like a deeper sense of community. I hope I find more connection. I hope like everyone else finds more connection. And here's where the drinks come.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So pretty. Thank you. And cheers. Cheers, Anastasia. That hits. That slaps.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put these bad boys on after this.
I know you said like people might scroll and they think, oh, maybe she's trash, but what about the people who scroll and who think, you know what, I've been wanting to reinvent myself? And
I say throw every fucking thing you know about yourself out the window, because that's what I'm really doing right now. And I've been, even in certain friendships, in certain family relationships, in certain relationships with myself, like as an artist, with certain relationships with being social and trying to think of things that are outside the box. Like, I'm gonna shout out to Life is a Joke podcast, specifically episode 2, with Christina, I think it's Christina Kirkman or something like that. It's a podcast I was listening to as I was moving. Funny enough, much like myself, like kind of poo-pooed on content creators, because if you're an actress, like a legitimate actress, you don't like do content creation. You just don't step into that world. Much like musicians and singers, it's like, I just make music, I don't do that. You know what I mean? And that's when she started recognizing like, oh, I literally hate all the girl next door roles, and I want to get tattoos and like color my hair a certain way, and I haven't been doing that because I've been waiting for permission from these agents to get casted in shit that I don't even like. And I was like, oh my gosh, the universe has opened up. It has been like, Milan, hear ye, listen to this message, because you can really relate to this right now. Exactly. Log it again. Yeah. And like, listen to this because you can relate to it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a sign of what I'm going through right now. And she used content creation now to reinvent and use acting as a vessel, yes, but like just to entertain and make people feel something. And I think if you come from that side of things, being like, how did that make me feel? How did that leave the audience feeling? Which is kind of what goes behind the name crowd pleasers. It's like, yeah, I do it for the audience, but I also do it for myself, and you can't lose touch of that. So if you're reinventing and you're coming from, what are my morals, what are my principles, how did this leave me feeling? How did this leave the audience feeling? And all those boxes connect for you, then you'll go towards things that serve you. And the things that don't serve you will feel icky in those boxes. And I think that will be your compass. So I'm starting the same thing. Like, it's very scary. It's very exciting yet scary, because it's just like you're getting to know you, you know? And so to anyone out there, embrace the fears, embrace the changes, and yeah, just stick along for the ride.